Good morning. It is Monday, day 11. I'm out here. It's a little later than normal. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably the most difficult time I've had getting out of the house to make one of these videos. I do not feel like walking today. I hiked up Mount Charleston Peak yesterday, and I have blisters all over my feet. I'm telling you, all over my feet. And it does not feel good to walk, but I'm out here getting it anyway. That's the whole point of life, doing things you don't necessarily want to be doing because you told yourself you would, or it needs to be done. All right. So let's go with the quote today. It's a good quote, actually. Life is 10% of what happens to us and 90% of how we react to it. That was by Charles Swindoll. And that's exactly what life is. Life is all about what you make of it. Well, isn't that nice? Fucking needles in the middle of the road. Yeah. Welcome to America. You know, I'm in one of the nicest parts of town, or nicer parts, and there's needles in the road. Can't escape from it today. Anyway, maybe it's just a medical needle and not a drug needle, hopefully. But life is 10% of what happens to us, you know. We dwell on things, we hold on to things, we make life ultimately what life is. That's what that quote is truly meaning. And we got to take responsibility for what our life is ultimately, because ultimately we are making it happen, making life what it is. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about diets. Diets are important. Everybody that not too much in the fitness world, or even if they're in the fitness world, I think throughout their life, try different diets, try different types of diets. You know, you got the keto and the paleo and the caveman and the carnivore and the vegan diets, vegetarians, and so what's the right diet for you? What is the right diet? You know, is there a right diet? Well, I'll explain a few that I went through on the past and what I do now. You know, I've done keto. You know, keto is great. Keto is a good jump start. You know, if you're severely behind and you want to do keto for 30 days, 60 days, and then transition into something a little bit less taxing, great. The problem with keto is it's very difficult to live your life doing keto. It's hard on your body, I feel. It's hard on your social aspects. You're going to you can't live in society today. You can with the ketosis diet too much and enjoy life, right? Because there's so much stuff that was, you know, in our food today that throws your body off at ketosis. You can't go out. You know, every time you go to a restaurant, they're going to give you some chips, some bread. You got to say no to that, which is funny. You know, I started even saying no to that just for the fun of it. But there's so much in the food. It's difficult. But keto does work. It's a mindset. It's tough. I just don't feel like the best quality of life is doing the keto. You know, I did keto for, I think I only did it like 40 something days or something. But it's tough. It's really tough. But it does absolutely work. It's a great jump start, I feel. You know, you got 80 pounds to lose. You got, you know, you get jump started in, start to lose some weight, start to build some good habits. It carry that on to a little bit less taxing diet, great. You got paleo. Paleo is good as well. You know, the hard thing I had with paleo is I didn't feel as good on paleo as I did with other diets. I didn't feel that good. I didn't feel like I had a lot more energy. I typically eat mostly paleo, more carnivore, anything today. But that little, I was eating more junk with paleo than I wasn't if I was not doing paleo. It's like, ooh, paleo muffin, paleo cookies, paleo this. It's like, I'm still eating freaking almond flour. I'm still eating, because it's paleo. I still felt like I was eating more junk that I didn't need than necessary. The number one diet I go for right now is fasting. Intermittent fasting is absolutely amazing. I have energy throughout the day when I fast, legitly. And if I do fast for consecutive days, I feel so much energy throughout the day, and my mind is such a better mood. So fasting is my thing. On the days I do not fast, or if I eat late at night, I start to feel a little bit more groggy. And if I eat late at night and I don't fast, I try to fast every couple of days now. And fasting for me means about 13, 14 hours without eating at all. And then about an 8 to 9 hour period, I'll eat. And I'll try to break my fast with very minimal carbs. So when I eat in the morning, when I go cook breakfast now, I'll eat eggs and some cheese, or some of that sort. I kind of stay away from the carbs. I'll eat the carbs more later in the day. That's just kind of how I break my fast. It's amazing. I normally eat a lot of meat, have a lot of energy throughout the day. I'm doing good. Diet. What's a good diet? A good diet is something consistent, I feel. Something, if you're a bodybuilder, you have to have a specific diet, completely focusing on your macros. If you're a professional athlete and you're burning calories like crazy, your diet's going to be a lot different, because you're going to need a lot more calories in there to replenish them if you're truly burning off these calories during training. If you're just an average person, your diet should consist of minimal sugar, minimal oils, and just eat, and eat throughout the day, or eat through your window times of eating, and then just give your digestive system breaks. And when I say breaks, I mean breaks. That means, to me, no coffee. To me, that means no energy drinks. To me, that means nothing that's going to break my fast, right? Oh, and my blister just popped in my foot, and that did not feel good. All right, let's talk about crypto. It's getting late. What are NFTs? NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens. Now, NFTs became a huge craze back in 2021 when the crypto market went crazy. And the big reason being is NFTs were first around like 2017. And when they were made, some of them were made, the old school ones. And there was a collection of stuff that were basically minted for free. All you had to do is pay gas. And those things went all the way to almost million. I mean, I think a couple of them sold, a few of them sold for millions of dollars. And so you could have minted something for free and made millions of dollars if you were lucky and actually kept one of these projects. And so that right here tells you the opportunities that are in crypto. You can literally turn $10 into $1 million, which some people have, right? But NFTs were a way for it to do that. Basically what NFTs are, it's just a different type of token on some blockchains. Mostly back then it was the Ethereum blockchain. And what they did is it's just non-fungible. So you can't quite manipulate the token. Each token is a unique type of token. And so other protocols or token protocols or smart contracts, every token is a smart contract. Other smart contracts, they have a supply, say 1 billion tokens, and they're all the same. Well, NFT is you can have 5,000 tokens or 10,000 tokens, and each token is unique and can carry different data or so forth. And so what they did is they attached a URL to these tokens and implemented like mostly with a JPEG, a picture. And so you basically paid for a picture that's on the blockchain, but it really wasn't on the blockchain because it was just a URL and it needed to be hosted online. And that token forever held that URL to that picture that was being stored online. But if the website went down online, your picture would vanish, and now you have a token that just points to a bad URL. Right? So that's what NFTs were. A lot of people didn't quite get them. The non-fungible token standard does kind of have a use outside of just pictures. I mean, we can use it for certificates and titles or so forth, but those were NFTs. Recently, over the past year, they created a new standard called ordinals, and ordinals kind of took over the NFT craze, but ordinals are a little bit different. They are information stored on Bitcoin. And so what you could do now is you can take that picture and you can inscribe it into the Bitcoin blockchain, and that picture will be forever imported on a token or a Satoshi on the Bitcoin blockchain. And so what that means is there's no hosting fees, there's no nothing. The miners all around the world that are continuously securing the network all are storing that picture on the blockchain, if that makes sense, right? So there's no hosting fees that you have to continuously provide. There's no URLs that are backed by the token. That token or that Satoshi directly points to a picture. And these are called ordinals. They are still fairly new, but it will be something that you may or may not see a big hype cycle over the next year, next 2 years, whenever that bull market comes, because it's pretty crazy that I can store a picture or a video or music. I can store that into a blockchain, into a database, right? And it will forever be there, and nobody can change it. Nobody can take it away. Nobody can manipulate it. Nobody can do any of that, which is pretty awesome, I would say. And I don't have to pay a monthly fee. I don't have to run any software to keep that picture for the existence. It will, if you do that, if you inscribe a picture onto the Bitcoin blockchain called an ordinal, it will be there until Bitcoin vanishes, which is not going to happen anytime soon, which is pretty cool. There's lots of opportunities, and I truly believe that we will see these go pretty crazy over the next couple of years. Anyway, this video is getting long. I'm going to limp my way back home and post this video. Peace.